Manchester United have a Bruno Fernandes problem. But guys, it's totally not what you think. Under Ruben Amorim, Manchester United was playing in a 3-4-3 system, and this system usually stresses the two midfielders going up front when with the ball and tracking back when without the ball. With or without the ball, they are normally up and doing, and so this limits the ability, the thinking mindset, the creativity of using the ball when they are with the ball. And for the defensive midfielder, it's really not that tired because that is his work. But for the creative aspect of the midfielder in the pivot midfield, you are usually tired when you track back to mark. You are left with limited chances when you get the ball. Your legs are either tired, you know what you want to do, but the execution is not there. And so this was what Bruno Fernandes was suffering. Now, when Michael Carrick was appointed as the head coach of Manchester United, there was a switch in the formation to a 4-2-3-1 system. Bruno Fernandes was excelling because he is the brain of Michael Carrick's system. He is the figure. He is the main man in Michael Carrick's system. When Bruno Fernandes is excelling, the system excels. When he does not excel, Manchester United teams struggle. And that is why against Hull City, as we have seen, we've noticed that Manchester United had 72 ball possession, 39 crosses that led to nothing. They had 21 shots on target. They had 6 corner kicks. They had 21 shots, 5 on target. They had 6 corner kicks. They were with the ball, but they did nothing meaningful with the balls. And so when Michael Carrick plays Bruno Fernandes as his attacking midfielder, if he does not create, the team suffers. When he creates, the team enjoys. That is why last season, Bruno Fernandes was able to record 21 good assists. So Bruno Fernandes is the trust of this team, and he has taken this Manchester United team on his head. He has been delivering. But what I mean by the Bruno Fernandes problem is what happens in matches that he does not play well, does not quite click. Will the team suffer? Yes, against Hull City, Bruno was not up there and the team suffered. Is there a solution? That is what our discourse is about. The tactical play of Michael Carrick using Bruno Fernandes as his main trust. Is there an alternative to helping Bruno when he's not excelling in a match? Because even the fine player have 1 or 2 matches in the season where he is less productive. Like in Hull City, Bruno Fernandes was less productive. But this Michael Carrick system didn't really seem like there was an alternative to help in solving the problem of the Bruno Fernandes under this Manchester United Football Club. Now, Michael Carrick plays in the 4-2-3-1 system. Under the system, the back four plays, as we know, 5 and 6, left back, right back. Then there is a pivot defensive midfielder. One of the midfielders is usually a central midfielder, but begins to play the defensive role when the opponents are with the ball. But when the team is not with the ball, and they switch the passes quickly to Bruno Fernandes, one of the pivot defensive midfielder, the normal central midfielder, shifts forward, and that was Mino. And then when they give the ball to Bruno Fernandes, it does what it does best. Gives those killer passes, gives those true passes, those inline passes, or goes directly to score, crosses. And that is why we know that Bruno Fernandes deserved the Player of Last Season award he won yesterday. So that's the strength that Michael Carrick plays to. It has quite worked well because he ended last season 3rd position. So it has been working well because Bruno Fernandes has been excelling well, has been playing well. But what happens when Bruno Fernandes is left clueless? When Bruno Fernandes is not playing his best football? When Bruno Fernandes cannot give those killer passes? When Bruno Fernandes is out due to injury or is later sold or other reasons why he's not going to be in the match? These are the questions that Michael Carrick have not provided us with. Because against Hull City, Michael Carrick looked really clueless since Bruno Fernandes was not excelling. Could the problem be that since Casemiro and Mino was not in the midfield, they could not understand the passes to give to Bruno Fernandes? Since the new man was Santos and Telemann, was that a confusion in the midfield? Those are questions yet unanswered. Till we have 2 or 3 more Manchester United Premier League matches, we may not be able to tell what the problem was. But I've seen this Manchester United side under Michael Carrick struggle against low block teams. They excel more against top teams who possess the ball than the low block teams. And this is why. For instance, if Manchester United is playing against Chelsea, you know, for instance, that Chelsea want to keep the ball, and if you give them that space to keep the ball, they want to attack. Now, since Chelsea is going to be attacking, and you have a pivot defensive midfielder to mark for you, and Bruno Fernandes, since he has less responsibility and more freedom now, remains at the half of the opposition team, waiting for just one quick pass to give a quick transition and let the movement begin, either ending at the back of the net or keeper saving or corner kick. is there waiting for those balls from Casemiro and Mino as of last season. This season, you're definitely waiting for Baleba, Santos, Telemann, or whoever is in the pivot defensive midfield that Michael Carrick chooses to use. So now if Chelsea is attacking and Manchester United are laying back, the two defensive midfielders are protecting the four backs, and Bruno Fernandes is at the opposition half waiting for this ball, what happens is, should Chelsea excel in taking the ball at the back of the net or getting a corner kick or goal kick, then that is the saving grace of Chelsea. But any mistake that makes Casemiro or Mino of last season, or whoever midfielders that Michael Carrick will be using this season, get the ball and gives the ball quickly to Bruno Fernandes, then we know that is going to be a dangerous play for the opponent. So that is why he excels more with the team that possesses the ball. But a team like Hull City that needs less possession to be able to score, needs less possession against the top teams, when there is no open spaces in between and the team is not attacking you, then you do not find counters. And when there is no counter attack, Bruno Fernandes is left with no option than to strictly be crossing the ball, because those inline passes, those through passes usually happen when the team is coming out. That is when you play the ball in between the defenders and let your players, your wingers do the runs, the attackers do the run. So when the team is relying on low block, what you do is give a polar cross or play away shot. And that was what Manchester United was trying to do against Hull City that didn't quite work. And so Michael Carrick do not have this entertaining kind of football that can create space when you meet low block teams. We saw that against Hull City. Even last season, they really struggled against these low block teams. They quite won some, drew more. They drew some. But against the top teams, they had excellent results last season. Go back and check your result to verify what I'm saying. And so in this Michael Carrick team, the problem is, without Bruno Fernandes, what system do you play to? I know Bruno Fernandes loves playing long balls. These short passes are not his thing. He loves being at the spotlight. So there's no time delaying, give me, I give you. Once he gets it, he's looking forward. And so Michael Carrick has Bruno Fernandes' problem. And to solve this problem, there has to be an alternative. When Bruno Fernandes is not playing at his best ability, or when the opponent team is shadow marking him and giving him no rest, what's the alternative for Michael Carrick? Those are the questions we have left unanswered. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think Michael Carrick can do better? Do you agree with me? Do you think Michael Carrick is not clueless? Do you think Bruno Fernandes is not a problem to Man U when they are not excelling? Let me know your thoughts. I'll come back to this video, get your opinions, reply back. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.